Have you ever wondered why some people eat foods that most of the world would never dare to try? In the next few minutes, you'll discover fermented shark, poisonous fish, living octopus, and a cheese unlike anything you've ever seen. But save your judgment until the end, because the final food is considered by many to be the most extreme delicacy on Earth. Balut. Balut is one of the most well-known extreme foods in the world and is especially popular in the Philippines. It is a fertilized duck egg that has been incubated for around 2 to 3 weeks before being boiled and eaten directly from the shell. While the developing duck embryo may surprise first-time visitors, locals consider balut a nutritious street food rich in protein. It has been enjoyed for generations and remains an important part of Filipino food culture, often eaten in the evening with salt or vinegar. Hakarl. Hákarl is a traditional Icelandic dish made from Greenland shark. Fresh Greenland shark contains natural toxins, so Icelanders developed a unique preservation method centuries ago. The meat is buried underground to ferment for several months before being hung to dry. This process makes it safe to eat and gives it a powerful smell that many people compare to strong ammonia. Hákarl reflects Iceland's history of surviving harsh winters by preserving every available source of food. Surströmming. Surströmming is a famous Swedish delicacy made from Baltic herring that is lightly salted and fermented for several months. The fermentation creates one of the strongest food odors in the world, and cans are often opened outdoors because of the smell. Despite its reputation, many people in northern Sweden enjoy it as a traditional summer meal, usually served with flatbread, potatoes, onions, and sour cream. The dish dates back hundreds of years to a time when preserving fish was essential. Century egg. Century eggs have been part of Chinese cuisine for hundreds of years, despite their misleading name. They are preserved for several weeks or months using a mixture of clay, ash, salt, and lime, rather than being stored for 100 years. During this process, the egg white becomes dark and jelly-like, while the yolk turns creamy with a rich, earthy flavor. They are commonly served with rice porridge, tofu, or as part of traditional appetizers. Escamoles. Eskimoles are the edible larvae and pupae of ants native to Mexico. They have been eaten since the time of the Aztec civilization, making them one of the oldest traditional foods on this list. Often called insect caviar, Eskimoles have a soft texture and a buttery, slightly nutty flavor. They are usually cooked with butter, garlic, and herbs before being served in tacos or alongside other Mexican dishes. Fried tarantula. Fried tarantulas became widely known in Cambodia during periods of severe food shortages, when people turned to insects and spiders as valuable sources of nutrition. Over time, what began as a necessity became a popular local snack. The spiders are seasoned before being deep fried until the legs become crispy, while the inside remains soft. Today, they are sold in markets to both adventurous tourists and local customers. Shiokara. Shiokara is a traditional Japanese dish made by fermenting small pieces of squid with salt and their own internal organs. This fermentation creates an intensely salty, savory flavor and a strong aroma that many first-time visitors find challenging. It has been enjoyed in Japan for centuries and is usually served in very small portions, alongside rice or traditional alcoholic drinks. Sannakji. Sanakji is a Korean seafood dish made from freshly cut baby octopus. The tentacles continue moving for a short time because of remaining nerve activity, creating one of the most unusual dining experiences in the world. It is typically served with sesame oil and sesame seeds. Diners must chew carefully because the suction cups can still attach to the mouth or throat. The dish reflects Korea's appreciation for exceptionally fresh seafood. Fugu. Fugu is the Japanese name for pufferfish, one of the most carefully prepared foods on Earth. Certain organs of the fish contain tetrodotoxin, a poison that is far more toxic than cyanide. For that reason, Japanese chefs spend years training before they are legally allowed to prepare it. When handled correctly, fugu is completely safe to eat and is considered a luxury meal, admired as much for the chef's skill as for the fish itself. Casu Marzu. Casu Marzu is widely considered one of the world's most extreme foods. This traditional cheese from the Italian island of Sardinia begins as pecorino cheese, but cheese flies are intentionally allowed to lay eggs inside it. As the larvae feed, They break down the cheese into an exceptionally soft and creamy texture. For many people, the idea of eating cheese containing live larvae is almost unimaginable. Yet, for generations, it has been regarded as a treasured local delicacy and an important part of Sardinian culinary heritage.